Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Wednesday edition of Rasaji Speak. So happy you could be with us today. Don't forget at 1 o'clock, you'll be able to see the gathering with Sister Lynette, and they're having a great time on there. You need to check that out. Tell everybody Lama G said, hey. Today's message is Father Abraham, the legacy of nations and faith. Let's see what Google says about Abraham. You never know. Okay. The father of three religions, Abraham, with his name and his covenant, Abraham would become the patriarch of three of the world's major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. They see him as the father of the Arabic people. The Arabic people refer to him as Brahim. Brahim. Interesting how close that is to Brahm, which is the creative or father aspect in the Hindu religion. It's very interesting when you think about it. Of course, Isaac was of the first life, and she was the bloodline to Judaism. And then many years later, he had Ismail, and of course, that was the bloodline that would be eventually to the Arabic people and all of Islam. Christianity was developed in the Sacred Temple in the first century. Uh, uh, and of course, Islam developed in the 7th century. Judaism is, of course, dating back nearly 4,000 years ago, or 2,000 years before Christianity itself. When you put all the books of Moses together, that takes us back another 2,000 years, right? And the reflection of all that happened is amazing when you think about it. That father figure is really important, because as we were discussing yesterday, was in a lot of households now that father figure doesn't exist. Here we have this one being that had a covenant with God begins to seed three of our world religions. It's pretty profound when you really think about it. It's also enriching to understand that in Genesis, Abraham and Melchizedek is where we first hear about Melchizedek. It's said that Abraham tithed to Melchizedek 10% of his spoils of war. Very interesting, because later in Hebrews, Paul will reflect on Melchizedek and Enoch and try to establish the linkage, of course, between the early stages of Christianity and, of course, Judaism itself. It says this: Melchizedek, king of Salem, who had neither father nor mother, nor beginning nor end of days, but like unto the Son of God, ascended into a priesthood of forever. He's not of the bloodline of Abraham. He's not of the Jewish bloodline. He's not of the Christian bloodline. He's not of Islam. he is. But yet he's tied to by Abraham himself. There becomes an obvious link. There's the blood of Levi, the priesthood that would drive the Pharisees and the Sanhedrin and the rabbis of the time. But then there's a priesthood of forever. And that priesthood is of Abba. That priesthood is different. And he calls Christ Jesus his high priest. Chin was graduating just back a few days ago. And in the process of graduating, there we are back in the Catholic Church. And they're mentioning Melchizedek as they prepare the bread and the wine and say forever after the order of Melchizedek, forever. I don't know about you, brothers and sisters. You might want to chime in on that, but forever to Lamaji means a long time. How about you? They would try to slide that over. I remember the first time I read that. I was on my 45-day renewal that you probably want to check out if you haven't already. Anybody that's referred you, of course, proper thing to do is to get with them and see why and what we have to offer. But it's really kind of powerful. But on my first 45-day renewal, in the middle of that 45-day renewal, I noticed that in my bag that I had taken on the mountaintop with me, yes, I had a King James version of the Bible. And there I was, probably reading the 11th or 12th time through Hebrews. And yet the word Melchizedek just floated off the page and turned in front of me like a hologram. And the syllables separated. And the word chi, as in circle of chi, was right in the center. And I said, oh my God, I found Tai Chi Gong in the Bible. And that's what they told me to find. Then Lamaji Boyang said, now I'm going to let you read some interesting stuff. Well, then I began to read the Bible that less than 1% of the population of the world has ever read. Yeah, it's a Bible about this thing, not this thing, but about this thing, about 5 times the size of the normal Bible. And if you've been listening to Lama G for the last 4 years, you'll understand that I have probably shared enough content that's twice as much as the regular Bible that's available to most people. Already at least twice, if not more. 4 years of sharing, hundreds and hundreds of videos, hundreds and hundreds of webinars. It's amazing what's at your fingertips. I was talking to our webmaster, Andy, the other day. He's the one that does my backgrounds for me. He's very gifted individual. And he's so excited and so proud. He says, you know what? I think we have the best spiritual and religious site on the internet. He's talking about our website, circleofchi.com. Why don't you go and check it out? See if he's right. Chime in on it. Got nothing to lose and everything to gain. But as we say in India, where it all really started, or Tibet, or Nepal, we say, Baraka Bushai. May the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. Until we see each other again on Thursday's edition of Rasaji Speaks. God bless to you and your family. Bye-bye.